Is Jesse okay to play after the
We'll find out later today.
What are your thoughts on the weird sort of injury? Is it funny you think someone could play through?
Well, we'll find out this afternoon when he goes and sees a specialist, because it's something new to all of us. So we'll wait and see what they recommend and go from there.
What actually happened with Jesse?
Just minimal contact in a drill yesterday. Like that's the thing, is for what they're talking about and him potentially missing is like, for what it was. It's just when you get hit in the wrong spot, what the repercussions can be.
And he finds himself in some sticky situations. Jesse, like, he's that sort of player on the court when he's playing. Guess he's like that at the training as well.
Oh, the way he plays and what the Red Army sees him play like, that's how he is at practice. So he plays with a lot of contact and physicality, so these things happen.
Is there breathing issues around the throat that could be a problem, or is it pain?
Just the tolerance of pain is more so than the breathing, but then I just think swallowing as well is tough for him at this point in time. But how does he, like where he was yesterday versus today, it's a little bit more comfortable, so it's just kind of played by ear, and then, as I said, he's seeing the expert here in a couple of hours.
So is he getting a scan for like a fractured bone or something?
Yeah, like they did the scan, the x-ray yesterday, and there's obviously some disruption to that area, so now it's very uncommon, so that's where we're just being cautious right now.
And with someone like him whose voice is so important to this team,
Yeah.
I imagine that's a challenge for him, just speaking at a level where it can be heard over a crowd.
For sure, and we're all going through this, just trying to see what the best way is to navigate through it, and that's where we really lean on the people that know what they're talking about.
Also, just checking in on Joe Lual. She'll play today. Obviously, yesterday looked like he had a bit of a risk concern. Is that still ongoing thing?
Yeah, like Joe's fit, healthy, ready to go.
The team itself, like, you're defending really, really well at the moment. You must be pleased at the defensive intent that everyone's showing.
Yeah, look, the numbers are pleasing to the eye, but like any coach, we watch film, and there's certainly areas that we can improve on as far as that's concerned. So that's the encouraging thing, is we're at a nice level, but we can certainly improve.
Is that the biggest? I think it's 46 points fewer you can see compared to the same time last year, 115 a game. I think the biggest focus we've been having was just trying to get the front gears we talked about before with the offense.
Yeah, so like we've had a lot of concentration on the defensive area as far as practice time that's been dedicated to it and so forth. But like Joe's been a big piece of that. Like Dylan and Doolittle are very instrumental, and then we have guards that are like the young guards are improving at that end of the floor. So some natural progression, and then when we can throw Sunday into the mix there, and Lat Mayan's done a great job so far as well.
Looked infectious last week. One person started doing it because
Yeah.
the second guy jumped in and you're a third jump on the floor, and everyone's going nuts. Do you sense that's setting the tone?
Yeah, absolutely, but Jesse's a big part of that. Like in his time, I think every game so far he's come on in that initial burst, and he's had some type of hustle play that is really like, if that guy's doing it, we all better jump on board. So leading from the front, as he always does.
Jaren's also had a good year last week. Does he come in consideration as part of the starting five?
Like we roll the way we roll. Like it's been working for us. Obviously, people's roles can grow with their opportunity and playing time, but then also he's doing a great job in his role. I'm a believer, if someone's within their role and they're performing at a high level, you want them to keep performing at that level. So sometimes a change isn't as good as a holiday.
Great to see some leadership out there at training. I think Joe is very talkative, as well as Doolittle. So if Wagstaff does go down,
Yep.
you must be confident you've got leadership there on the court to push you guys forward.
Yeah, like you mentioned Joe and Christian. Like Dylan is like, when he speaks, everyone listens. But I feel with those guys leading the way they do, everyone feels like they can have a voice at the right moment. And then like some of the younger guys, I'm asking them to be more commanding of the guys on the floor as well. So we just have a good vibe about our group right now. But we need to keep fighting through and playing better, and these things certainly help us find that.
You seemed to have a chuckle when Joe was looked like Joe was having a crack at Sunday. I when you said, "Oh, I'm not scared of you," and all that sort of. Do you enjoy that happening at training, or is it something you have to monitor because, like, it's either at different points of season?
No, I'm all for it, encourage it. Obviously, I have to control the level of friction in those moments, but I think any good team that's trying to achieve what we are, you have to have friction for us to grow and get better. And like Sunday was juice. That was his first live play he's had in quite some time with us. So Joe was just trying to put him in his place.
Shutting down Jack McVeigh, how much attention do you give him, and particularly ahead of the game in training?
Yeah, the way they perform, as a unit, they'll want to come out and perform at a way better level. Jack for sure will want to come out, so he will get the utmost attention and respect, but then you also can't sleep on the other guys that they have on their roster as well. So that's an important thing not to overlook. Like, we can certainly give Jack the attention, but we can't sleep on those other guys.
You got a theory on why your three-point shooting isn't as good as you expect to improve that talent?
Because there's going to be an avalanche of makes here in the very near future.
So it's just,
Water finds its level. Yep.
get a bigger sample size and you're confident.
Correct. Yep.
Are you guys lacking confidence in? I think a couple of guys who normally shoot well, they've been training, we just seem like it's frustrating that they're not making it.
Oh, like any player, when you're not performing at the level that you want to, there's going to be a level of frustration. But as we've seen, it only takes one or two plays to all of a sudden navigate through that, and you see the success on the other side.
So how do you navigate through that? Is it, I mean, his technique obviously sort of hasn't changed, but is it getting in better looks and opportunities, or do you think it's just time and confidence and that relationship or chemistry on the court?
Yeah, I think it's more like the chemistry and the relationship, because if you look at just the pure shot quality, we take some questionable ones every now and then, but I think for the most part we take really good shots. But in any sport, you go through a period where you're not performing at the level that you want, and that's where I always back the players to, at some stage, the numbers will come into our favour.
Really good crowd just watching training there. It seemed really impressive how many people turned out now on school holidays and all that. But that must fill you with a bit of joy seeing all the Red Army coming out just for training on a Wednesday.
Yeah, look, terrific, and it's something we do a couple times throughout the year for our members, and I want them to see us how we are at practice in the Raw, and good energy in the building today, and that's very helpful for our players as well.